So the three exchanges that I will be looking at today is Binance, FTX, and Kucoin. So let's start off with the fees. I think that is the most important for any exchange. Binance, very similar to the rest, 0.1. I think for most people, you will be in a regular user, maybe VIP tier 1. But if you're like me, most of the time you would be 0.1, 0.1. If you are using BNB as payment, you can get 25% off. I do not recommend this because you are paying with BNB. You're basically being forced to sell every single time you are trading with it. I just don't think that is a very good thing to do. If we look at now let's go to Kucoin first. So on Kucoin, we can see that if I go to trading fees, we can see that for a level 0, it is 0.1. And if I were to pay with the Kucoin token, then I get a 20% discount. Again, I do not do this. I don't think it's worth it at all. So I would rather just pay the 0.1 fees. But remember, this is for spot price. So this is the same as Binance. If we head over to FTX, this is where it gets a little bit interesting. Because over at FTX, they only have one type of trading fees. The maker fee is 0.02 and taker is 0.07. So this is a lot cheaper, especially if you are doing a limit order. So maker refers to someone who is setting limit orders and taker is someone who is simply market ordering. The reason why you pay less fees as a maker is because you are adding liquidity, and all these exchanges, they want more liquidity on their platform. But overall, you can see that the fees for FTX is cheaper because they mainly trade derivatives. So if you were to head over to FTX and you were to look at the markets, you can see it's a lot of perpetual contracts. Recently, they have been adding a lot more normal spot price, which means you are actually buying and holding the token. And for long-term holds, that is better because if you are buying and holding futures, there is something called a funding rate, which means if I were to buy Bitcoin, one Bitcoin contract, I will be paying 0.0004% in the next 21 minutes, which means if you are holding onto a long contract, like you buy the contract, you are bullish, every hour you are paying to hold on to the contract. So if you're holding this for 2-3 years, you are paying about maybe 8, 9, 10, 20%, which is a lot, which is why you want to buy spot. And for spot, on FTX, it is the cheapest. But I do not like FTX at all because they do not have the coins that I want. If I want to buy certain coins, FTX may not offer it. But overall, FTX has been getting better. FTX has been adding more and more coins for their spot trading, but they initially came in as a futures trading platform. But overall, if they keep adding more and more markets to spot, that will be very good. If we look Kucoin, the trading fees is 0.1, so it's expensive for sure, but if you head over to futures, it drops down to 0.02 and 0.06, which is very competitive with FTX. So that's all for fee structure. So let's take a look at the deposit and withdrawal fees for FTX. First of all, I use FTX mainly as an off-ramp and on-ramp to get fiat currency into and out of crypto. Fiat withdrawal over $5,000 in value are free. If you withdraw under $5,000, it is free every 7 days. But when it comes to Kucoin, you cannot deposit any money into Kucoin. You can only deposit crypto. This means you can deposit USDC, USDT, and UST. If you're trying to get money from your bank account into Kucoin, you have to use something else, usually FTX. So let's show how to deposit. So you can head over to deposit and just click make a deposit, select USD, and then deposit via wire. You add in the amount, which I am not going to do, and then it will tell you the address that you must send it to. There are pros and cons. So because Kucoin doesn't accept USD or any other fiat currency, this means that the chances of them getting regulated or suddenly stopping their service like Binance is much lesser because technically they are not violating any laws by accepting a cryptocurrency. So that's a good thing. And that's the reason why I use Kucoin, because I know that nothing is going to happen to Kucoin. It is fine, it is stable, and best of all, they allow me to code using the CCXT library. Alright, so let's move on to the interface. So I feel that FTX has a little better option when it comes to the calculation of how to take profit, when to take profit, and when to put a stop loss. It is a lot easier with the scroll bar. You can have a reduce option as well. Kucoin, on the other hand, you only have limit, market, stop limit, stop market. But then again, this is spot. If you were to use Kucoin futures, then the story changes a little bit more. But overall, it is very similar. I am just more familiar with Kucoin at the moment. You can have your open orders, your stop orders, your order history. All of it is enabled here. Over here, everything else is at the bottom as well. But the one thing that I do like about FTX is your ability to modify the workspace a little bit. So with the unlocked layout, I can actually move all this around. But to be honest, this isn't very good as the chart is very small. And this is one of the main reasons why I do not like FTX to trade, because I cannot adjust this chart size. Whereas over here, being a very long chart, I am able to see exactly what I need to see, and I can chart, I can put things on, and I would actually be okay with this setup. Kucoin has other tabs. Right now, you mainly only need to look at these few tabs. So you have Crypto Land and Kucoin Earn. You have Kucoin Pool as well. If you are a gambler, you can go Kucoin Win. I personally am not interested in cloud mining, but to each their own. Under Kucoin Lend, you can basically bid against other people for a chance to lend out your money. So if you have spare USDT sitting around, you can just auto lend. It is calculated based on a daily interest rate, and right now it is at 5%. So this fluctuates depending on supply and demand. Yeah, it really fluctuates a lot. There are some days where it's like 30% and then some days where it's like 2%. You can lend other assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Atom, 12%. Decent. Would you want to do it here? Probably not, because you can get better reward staking. But if you are lazy and you want to keep everything on the platform, Kucoin has got you covered. Under Kucoin Earn, this is where you can get a much better rate for the majority of the things. Tether APR is 7.74% and it is flexible. So this is good. If you are not sure what you want to do with your USDT at the moment, just chuck it into the flexible pool with a 7.71% APR and you are golden. And when you see that it's time to buy, you can just withdraw your money and immediately trade. Do I do this? No, because all my money is already being used up. So they also have pools, which honestly, it's not good. Don't touch it. Just close it. They also have their lottery thing. It works a lot better on the phone app. I don't promote gambling, so you can try this if you want. I have tried it when Ethereum staking launches. So that's about it for Kucoin. But the last one that I would like to show you is the trading bot. If you're not familiar, grid trading basically puts in a sell order at a set interval. Maybe every $100 there'll be a sell order all the way up till maybe the $68,000 level, and the sell price all the way down to whatever you set it as. So it could be all the way to $20,000. So if the market is generally going sideways, and if the market is also eventually going up, then you will be making a lot of money. You can do that with Kucoin, which is over here. I was already writing out my own script, so this to me feels very silly. But one thing that is useful for anyone is DCA and Smart Rebalance. DCA just helps you buy in at a set interval. Smart Rebalance is quite interesting. Smart Rebalance allows you to buy a fixed amount of coins and auto rebalances it. So let's say I want to buy these coins, this coin, this coin, this coin, this coin, this coin. If I confirm these 5, the AI can balance it for me, or I can set it as equal. So every single time that beta goes up and it becomes 21%, it would sell off some beta and then buy up some mellows, GMT, BNC, and bull with it. This is very similar to the script that I write, but mine has a portion that shorts Bitcoin while longing a whole bunch of other. Back to FTX, what they really only have is stake. You really only have Solana, Serum, Radium, and FTT. Basically things of the Solana blockchain. So nothing much. If you were to click more and funding, you can see the funding payments. And as you can see, I have to pay a certain rate in the past because I was holding onto the Bitcoin contract. So I was being charged every single hour to hold onto Bitcoin. If you were going to buy and hold, you should probably just buy the coin itself and not hold onto futures, as it is more expensive. I mainly use FTX again for onboarding, offboarding. I trade everything on Kucoin because my algorithm is already set up. My trading bot has been set up. I do not want to touch it. So until then, I think Kucoin is good. It is my choice. It is not sponsored. It's simply what I use. And I want to keep all this content that I'm doing for free. So if you're able to, please use my referral links. Also comment, like, and subscribe, because if I see that this kind of videos, which I know is very basic, gets more views, more likes, I would probably try to do more videos like this. I want to do beginner friendly videos so that people can be onboarded. And I want people to be able to follow me, follow my sister as we go on this $1 million journey. Right now, a lot of it does come from trading. The other part comes from e-commerce. And through this, we are also trying to grow affiliate marketing. Have a great day ahead, everyone. Hope that we can meet someday soon. Cheers.